and gentlemen, we're back. I got a message, Lois. You know?
9:06 p.m. 4 notifications.
Tell Lois we're on YouTube.
0, 8,
Oh.
2,
Crap.
8, 9, 1, 5, 8.
Tell Lois we're on YouTube.
TikTok, 1 hour ago. TikTok, notification, button.
Tell Lois we're on YouTube.
Sending to Lois.
Send. Tell Brandon we're on
Christy
YouTube.
Holstein.
Stuck up.
Here.
Sending to Brandon.
Send. Tell Adriana we're on YouTube, girlfriend.
Sending to April.
Send. Tell Josh we're on YouTube. Get up here quick.
Sending to Josh.
Send. What? Hey, baby, I see you, picky boo. My little picky boo. God, I got the greatest girl in the world. Let me just tell you that right now. Don't get it twisted, bruh. Alright, so that last flight was a little bad. I left the airplane unattended, and I ain't flown
Lois
that one.
Hughes.
Ever.
Back.
Alright? But my friends, fear not.
Social panel. Button. World map.
We're going to get back in the airplane.
World
with
map.
Christy
y'all now.
Holstein.
Search results.
Sounds like you
Aircraft
need to
selection
wife
and
your
customization.
girl up
Aircraft-
then.
Aircraft selection. Search bar. Text entry field. Select to enter text.
All in time. All in time.
Searching for 700. Searching for 777 to 3. Boeing 777-300 ER cruise speed 4.
There
Selected.
we go.
777-3 liveries. Button. Weight and balance.
Lois
Liveries.
Hughes.
Button.
Seen sky then little
Wait and
after
balance.
seen ground lol.
Failures. Button.
Yeah, I shouldn't have walked away. It's because
Press ESC to close.
if I'd have been
Press
there,
enter to
we'd have been
validate.
alright. But
Customization. Failures. Button. Weight and balance.
Lois
Boeing American
Hughes.
Airlines, and 7
LOL you
Boeing
John
American
what she
Airlines,
said
and
lol
717
waiting.
and 2013. Boeing American Airlines, and 717 and 2013. Boeing PMDG House, and 773
Alright,
ER 2023.
Christy
Boeing United
Holstein.
Airlines, and
LOL.
2251. Boeing PMDG, Boeing United Airlines, and 2251 U 2020 of Boeing United Airlines, and 2251 U 2020 of Blue, cruise speed 482 knots, true airspeed, max altitude 43. Boeing PMDG House, and 773 ER 2023, cruise speed 482 knots, true airspeed, max altitude 43. Boeing American Airlines, and 717 and 2013, cruise speed 482 knots, true airspeed, max altitude 43,000. Boeing American Airlines, and 717 and 2013, cruise speed 400 and Boeing PMDG House, and 773 ER 2023, cruise speed 482 knots, true airspeed, max altitude. Boeing United Airlines, and 2251 U 2020 of Blue, cruise speed 482 knots, true airspeed, max altitude 43,100 feet, endurance 17 hours, range 7,370 nautical miles.
wow.
Boeing PMDG House, and 773 ER 2023. Boeing American Airlines, and 717 and 2013, cruise speed 400. Boeing PMDG
Let's
House,
do Boeing.
and 77. Selected.
We're gonna fly.
777-300 ER.
We're gonna fly.
Use right stick up and down to scroll the section.
We're gonna fly a Boeing
Press
airplane
ESC to close.
tonight.
Press enter to validate.
777, as you guys know it. All right.
Boeing PMDG House, and 7. Boeing PMDG House, and 773. Boeing PMDG House, and 773 ER 2023, cruise speed 482 knots, true airspeed, max altitude 40. Boeing PMDG House. Boeing PMDG House, Boeing United Airlines, and 2250. Boeing PMDG House, and 7. Aircraft
Alright.
selection and customization menu. Search results. Press ESC to go back. Search results. Aircraft selection and customization menu. Button.
Okay.
Current aircraft is Boeing 777-300. Select departure.
Let's
combo box.
get.
Select to open a search field. or select from recommended and recent airports. After an airport is selected here, an additional drop-down list becomes
Gotta
active below
open
this
up
one,
a pilot
to allow
slot
selection
real
of a
quick,
specific airport
figure
gate
out
or
where
runway.
we're flying to and everything.
Press ESC to go back. Press F12 to reset. Press space to more. Press numpad -sign/numpad plus sign to zoom. Press tab to help.
That says the airplane didn't work out so well, but I got distracted, you know. Let's go to job market first. Make sure no one's offering me any better jobs. I doubt it, but we'll see. $36. That's a horrible favorite. We don't want to work for them. Ameristar, nope. WestJet. Sorry, WestJet. I cannot do that for you. Alright, let's go to our schedule here. Alright. Alright. Alright, Dallas to Portland. KPDX.
Switch departure and arrival. Select departure.
So
Search result.
KDFW.
KDFW/. Select departure. Switch departure and arrival. Select arrival. Search. KPDX/Portland IN. Select arrival. Drop. Switch departure and KDFW. Runway 18L.
Okay, just getting the airport up here real quick.
Gate/parking. 36L13399 feet. Gate/parking. Parking for ramp GA large. Runway. Gate.
Parking
for ramp GA large.
Alright. Lois, tell me what do
Loading,
you
please wait.
think?
33%.
Alright, so Lois and Christy and Adriana's going to first class. Brandon's
Loading,
getting
please wait.
put in the cargo
70%.
hold because he's not being a very friendly rubber ducky right now.
Christy Holstein. Okay, do we get fed?
You get anything you want, baby. But Brandon's sitting back with the other people. He ain't getting special care
Loading,
with his
please wait.
flights.
74%.
Message. Slide. Jordan Estat.
Hold on, son's calling. Yes, son.
Loading, please wait.
Yeah.
74%.
Those what? Yeah.
Loading, please wait. 74%.
Sell them, dude. Yeah, if you can get the money like
Loading,
that,
please wait.
sell them.
77%.
That's a good deal. Sell them. Yeah, that pays for your...
Adriana.
That's dope.
84%.
Hello. Christy Holstein. Just a meat lover's pizza will do.
Loading, please wait. 84%.
Christy Holstein. Hi girly.
Loading, please wait. 84%. Ready to fly. Button.
Brandon Armstrong. Good evening all, I'm finally here, my internet's finally come back after being knocked out by lightning about an hour ago. Lois Hughes. Hello Adriana, how do you do hun? Christy Holstein. Hi Brandon, how are you? Adriana. Doing okay, how are you guys?
Sorry guys, I was talking to my
Lois Hughes.
favorite son.
There is the ghost man, welcome.
Well, there he is after all. Alright. So we're gonna put Adriana,
Brandon Armstrong.
Christy.
Hi Lois and Christy and
Lois.
Adriana and pilot who don't like giving me first class when I clearly pay for it on this flight, lol.
And,
Lois Hughes. Just in here hanging.
Brandon
Armstrong.
We'll give him first class.
I'm doing good.
Y'all get first class. Don't be late again, Brandon. I'm gonna put you in the cargo bay.
Lois Hughes. Internet prob sucks.
Alright. So we're flying from KDFW, Dallas to PDX, Portland. That's where we're going, folks. That is the flight we got tonight. Alright. Go to flight here.
Lois Hughes. John, give that man first class, come on. Lois Hughes. LOL.
Yeah, we'll give it to him this time. You're lucky. Alright, Sim Brief Dispatch. I gotta get the flight plan put together.
Brandon Armstrong. Hey, you can't blame me for not being here when lightning knocks out my internet, lol. Blame a thunderstorm for that one.
Yeah, ducks also flew to the moon. I'm just kidding you, Brandon. Don't get your blood pressure all up high on us, Brandon. It's all gravy, baby. Alright. 303 is our flight number. KDFW to KPDX. Flying in the 777-300 extended range.
Christy Holstein. Okay, I'm back.
There we go. Our alternate airport, go figure, is Seattle. We will not be flying there.
Lois Hughes.
Airport.
Brandon, it's heading this way soon.
Alright, I'm generating the flight plan now so we can get the flight data going here. Welcome to the stream, girlfriend. Man, we have such a good time when we all go out and do stuff. Even though it rains sometimes, you know? Almost every daggone
Lois
time.
Hughes.
You are
Come
right.
from Norway heading to Indiana
You are
and
right.
Kentucky. Thanks for sending
All
the
right, let's
storm.
take a
You
look
always
at our
do that to
flight
us,
data
lol.
here, folks. Okay, so Jacob wanted me to explain a little bit about the information here on the flight data. So I'm going to do that real quick and get it out of the way, you guys.
Brandon Armstrong.
Okay, Jacob, so
I hope not, because that thunderstorm my
when you're looking
experience
at your
there was
flight
some
data
seriously intense lightning.
and you set up your flight plan on SimBrief, the first thing is your altitude, okay? Like on this flight, it's 36,000 feet. The next thing that we got is
Lois
the
Hughes.
cost index.
That's what family is for. Never know when you take your last breath. Glad you all go out and party, lol.
The
Christy Holstein.
cost index.
Maybe I will sleep good during the storms. Adriana. It rains every
based
time.
on how much fuel that the airplane is going to be using. That's, you got to know your cost index, okay? All right. Then you got your route distance in nautical miles. You can convert that over to miles. I always just ask the computer. I'll show you that here in a minute. And then average wind 273 at 18 knots. So I'm going to copy that stuff.
Christy Holstein. Yes, it does, Adriana. At least I kept dry and the window didn't fall back down.
We got 370
Brandon Armstrong.
passengers on this flight today.
No one said anything about partying, Lois, lol.
She was talking about us going out with my son. Ding dong. So lightning must have hit him, I think. Alright. Passenger count's 370. The ZFW. I'm not even going to explain that. I've been over that many times. I'm not going to go over it again. Then you got your fuel. This is stuff you got to have, Jacob. You got to know this information, or you'll have problems when you go to set up your flight if you don't have this stuff. Now, you can also get it on First Officer, but I put it on my notepad, so it's right there in front of me. I don't play around with that because I don't want my flight to mess up. So, obviously it's preference.
Adriana. Yet I'm surprised the window stayed up the whole way home. If only it would have done that the whole way there, lol. Lois Hughes. I'm talking about them going out. I just called it that. Brandon the game fast, buddy, get with it, lol. Ha, just kidding, gotta give you hell.
Taking off from 36 right. So now I'm going to put in the thrust info. You need to know that, Jacob, whenever you're setting up your flight. You
Brandon
need to know
Armstrong.
your thrust information.
Thankfully, I've never been hit by lightning.
All right, and I said we was 36 right. So let me find it here. Alright, so now I've got that. Now that I've got all that information, we'll go ahead and close the flight data because I don't need it no more.
9:25 p.m. 9 notifications. Chime. Now. Chime. Notification.
Then we got our SimBrief downloader because I got to be able to export the flight plan. Export. Alright. Jacob, you
Christy Holstein.
the SimBrief downloader.
Damn window made me jumpy.
So I'm gonna give you a little bit on this SimBrief downloader. When you download it and install it, after you install it, you're gonna see at the top, it's gonna show like your flight plan. Then you're gonna see export, and then you're gonna see another.
Brandon Armstrong.
Change settings.
What was going on with the window?
You want to go to that. And that's where you can set your formats and your directories. I'm not getting into that. It's easy enough to do. No one else has asked me to do a tutorial on this SimBrief downloader, so I've not done that. I don't plan on doing that, but if you need it, those that might need that tutorial, you're going to need to let me know, because otherwise I will not do it. Alright, so we've got it exported. I'm just going to make sure, because I got... Alright, so yes, that's been exported.
Ron Kalesser. Hi guys, from Ron Kalesser aka the Blind Pilot.
Ron, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Glad you could make it over. It's good to see dedicated simmers and dedicated supporters. Thank you for stopping in, my friend.
Christy Holstein. The window in Adriana's dad's truck wouldn't stay up, it would randomly fall.
Alright.
Christy Holstein. Hi there, Ron.
Alright, so let me...
Lois Hughes. Hello, Ron.
Ron is another blind simmer, you guys. Haven't talked to him for a while, but he's a good guy. It's good to see you, Ron.
Ron Kalesser. Well, it was a accident that I finally caught you when you're on the air. Lois Hughes.
I'm glad you did.
Welcome, welcome.
You need to make sure your notifications are set and you'll catch us all the time.
Brandon Armstrong. Hi Ron, did you figure out how to make your thermostat work with your plane so it could heat up your cockpit, lol?
Brandon? Be good, buddy. Ron's a good dude. Alright. Good to see you, Ron. I appreciate your support. Alright. Alright, so now I am loading TFM.
Ron Kalesser. As far as I know, it is already set to on. Many thanks, John.
Yeah, you're good, Ron. Brandon just trying to give you a hard time. Just enjoy the stream, my friend. All right. Pop that out. Alright, so we need to be at 36,000 with the pilot's life. Got it set to 36,000. You gotta always make sure you match that, guys. Alright.
Ron Kalesser. From your last video, maybe we can get Brandon for FSX? Brandon Armstrong. I was only joking.
I'm sure he's had enough hard time with that little joke, Brandon. Alright. Say intentions. Here we go. Alright, so when I load say intentions, that's an old water under the bridge. Alright.
9:30 p.m. 9 notifications. Chime. 5 minutes ago.
Let me turn this down. My phone's being...
Chime. 5 minutes ago. Chime. Notification. Buttons.
There we go. Alright. So... say intentions is good.
Christy Holstein. TV too loud.
No, I don't even hear it. Let me It's better I messed up my subscription. Let me see something. Requesting VIP to Portland.
Give me a minute. Let me see what we've got. I'll get back to you in a minute or two.
Very good. All right.
Alaska 303 Heavy. The SkyOps AI mission system is not supported in open sky.
This stupid thing has got my subscription. It'll still work, but dang on it. All right. Well, you know what? That's okay. We'll still have HEC. It's just not the. I'll fix that later. I don't want to mess with that right now. So. All right. We'll just do this.
Christy Holstein. Welcome and hello to everyone who is tuned in. How's everyone doing? Lois Hughes. I hear nothing but John's mouth, lol.
Alright.
Lois Hughes. Haha.
Let me. Okay. So we're good there.
Christy Holstein.
Brandon, how long your
LMAO.
last over there today in Tech, where you're at? Let me go ahead and question IFR to Portland, KPDX.
One second while I grab the paperwork. Alaska 303 Heavy, Dallas ground, cleared to Portland via the Hudad 2 departure.
Brandon Armstrong. It was almost an hour. Those storms lasted, and they had some intense lightning.
10,000, and now I'm going to send just a text back to clear my IFR. One of the pleasures of. All right, 10,000. Okay. Go ahead and connect this. Start flight. Jacob, I'm going to go through the CDU with you.
Starting pre-flight flow.
As I'm doing it, but I'm not going to go backwards. I'm just going to tell you guys what I'm doing as I'm doing
Lois
it.
Good
Hughes.
evening, Captain.
Yeah, I've been seeing lighting before dark, lol.
So I go to plan page here. For VREF, I put 140. All right. He's having me climb to 10,000.
Ron Kalesser. John, while you're waiting, I deeply appreciate your audio tutorials. When you get the time, can you do a full on the following? First Officer and TFM.
Yep.
Christy Holstein.
I sure can.
I've gotten
buddy.
notifications about the lightning.
And Ron, you're doing the right thing by letting me know what you want. You know, a lot of people, they don't, and then they'll keep coming back and asking. So being as you're asking me for that, I will do that for you, my friend. I appreciate you making it clear on what you need. All right, so we got our information in here on first officer.
Christy Holstein. So how are you doing, Ron?
When you first run first officer, you gotta
Lois
hit the plan
Hughes.
page button.
Yeah, the lighting coming toots.
And I'll go
Brandon
through all that in the
Armstrong.
tutorial when I do it.
If it says intense as it was here, don't be surprised if it knocks your internet out.
Oh, we're used to intense storms here, my friend. We get some good ones here too. Even we're not Texas, but we get some pretty good boomers here. All right, so okay, and this is what I hate.
Ron
But
Kolesser.
it's good that.
Well, still getting my feet wet once cool.
All right, so bear with me because
Options menu.
sometimes when you start
Page 1
the
of 1.
flight, it puts you
Press
the
ESC
gate
to resume.
you do sometimes
Press
don't have
space to load
power,
/save. Pop-up
and
window. Warning.
that's the problem.
This will
So I gotta
pop-up window. Warning.
basically bring the airplane back in at a different gate. The gate that I came in at, there was no power, no ground power, no APU. So it'll happen every now and then on 2020 when it does it. Just go back and just put in your
Loading, please wait.
flight info
22%.
again. I'm gonna while we're waiting.
Welcome
here.
menu. Page 1 of 3. Press
Ladies
ESC to
and
print to
gentlemen,
desktop.
my name is
Press
Vera,
tab to read
and I'm
support
your
and release
chief
notes.
flight attendant. The fasten seatbelt sign is on. If you haven't already done...
I turned down that there for a pilot's life. We don't need that announcement.
Social panel.
Okay.
Button. World map.
So I got to go back to
World
world
map screen.
map.
Press space to more. Search results. Aircraft selection and select departure. Search results.
KDFW.
KDFW / select KDFW Dallas FT Worth INTL Dallas FT Worth. Combo box. Aircraft selection and customization. KDFW. Switch departure. Select arrival. Search results.
KPDX.
KPDX / select arrival. Switch departure and arrival. KDFW Dallas runway 36R.
So what happened
Drop.
is, like I said, the gate didn't have no power, so I got to reload it at a different gate.
Parking 4.
It happens.
Parking 5 ramp GA. Parking 5 ramp GA large. Parking 6 ramp GA large. Parking 6 ramp GA large. Parking 7 ramp GA large. Parking 7 ramp GA large. Parking 8 ramp GA large. Parking 9. Parking 10 ramp GA medium. Parking 9 ramp GA large. Runway.
Okay.
Gate. Parking 9
So
ramp
now I
GA
got
large.
it starting out at gate 9. And I'm going to show you a way you can find out if it's got power or not.
Loading, please wait. 28%.
I'll show you how that's done. This is how I check to see. And
Loading,
I'll
please
show
wait.
you real quick how you do
70%.
that. Luckily, we wasn't into the flight very long, so. But if you don't have ground power
Loading,
or
please wait.
APU power, you're not doing
73%.
nothing anyways. So,
Adriana. I hope it's not too bad our electricity
wait.
goes out easy.
74%.
yeah, some places it knocks out real easy.
Loading, please wait. 75%.
Just waiting on Microsoft to load up here real quick.
Loading, please wait.
I'm not going to request
83%.
my IFR again. We done did that. And say intentions won't mind either way.
Loading, please wait. 84%.
We're almost loaded here.
Loading, please wait. 84%.
Lois Hughes.
Come on, you son of a gun.
Does it go out here a lot, John?
No, it does not. No, Lois.
Loading, please wait. 84%.
Okay. So now that I'm at the gate, okay, we're at. So what I'm going to do, go to Talking Flight Monitor, go to Panels, and then when I get to Panels, you'll have Overhead, Maintenance, keep it collapsed. Overhead is collapsed. Your right arrow, down arrow to electric. electrical. And then tab. You'll see battery says not connected. I'm going to hit the space bar to see if I hear it.
Lois Hughes. Never did over at the village hardly ever.
Okay, and I hear it. So I'm going to turn the battery back off. There we go. So I know that there's going to be power now. Alright, so we'll close the panel. Okay. Pop that window out so that way the FMC's on its own window. Alright, there we go. Now, open up First Officer again. I'll hit connect. And then it's going to bring up the user setup window. Just make sure
Ron
it's on the right
Kalesser.
airplane.
John,
And it
what was the
is.
keyboard command to open up the panels?
I'll
Thanks.
go over that in the tutorial run. I don't have time to do that while I'm on a live. But I will do a tutorial.
Adriana.
And I'll do
It quiet always does here.
when I'm working on tutorial because it'd be a lot easier. I just don't have time to do
Starting
it that way.
pre-flight flow.
But I will do a tutorial for you so you know that. To get to the panels when you're on TFM, you just use your Alt key.
Good evening,
You'll just
Captain.
right and left arrow to go through the different menus. That's all you got to do. So I'm going to hit my plan page, and then I'm going to tab. Down to VREF, and I'm going to set it to 140. I already know he wanted me at 10,000, so I'm going to tab twice. Put in 10,000. There it is. Then there's our cruise altitude, 36,000. There's flaps 5. That's there. You'll see a button that says full. Tab 2 more times. You'll see another button that just says button. Tab once. Down there where it says 4. And now your brake, it'll do your brakes to 4. Alright, hit home. And now we're good to wait for him to okay. So I'm going to the FMC here. It says menu on the right soft 6. Left soft 1 for fuel. Do Alt S. I'm going to put in the fuel amount. 72,167. So I'll put in 72.
Christy Holstein.
167.
Hope power doesn't go out for anyone.
Hit enter. Do left soft 1. Do Alt home. Refresh with Alt R. And there it is. It's got the fuel in. So I'll do left soft 6. Go back to FS action. Left soft 2 for payload summary. Alt S. And now I'll get my ZFW, which is
Adriana. Sorry I'm behind
4623.
once again lol.
So I'm going to put in 462.3. You always got to put that point in before the fourth number. So 462.3. Hit enter. Do right soft 2. Refresh it. And there it is. I'm going to do left soft 6 twice to go back to the main menu and wait for him to do his walk around. Then we'll go in and we'll get our flight
Christy Holstein.
put in with the data.
Bear with y'all, I'm running my TV off my phone while using my phone. I'm rather lagging every now and then.
So once he starts to walk around, we'll start putting in our flight data. Right now he's doing everything. Ron, I'll probably work on that tutorial tomorrow sometime for the TFM and first officer.
Christy Holstein. No need to be sorry, you got Lil Man and
Heading out for
Jordan
the
to tend
walk
to.
That's right.
You are fine.
Alright. So now we're gonna, he's doing the walk around. I'm gonna do less off 1. This is for the air act to tell us what. Okay, that's updated, so I'll do right soft 6. There's our pulls in it page. So on that, I got to put in where I'm at. So we're at KDFW. Hit enter. Left soft 2. Then I'll refresh it. Make sure it's on the second line. At ref airport. It is. So I'm going to do alt down arrow to pose ref page 2. Left soft 3 to copy the GPS coordinates. Alt up arrow to the first page. Right soft 5 to put in our coordinates. It says IRS aligned. Now we'll do right soft 6. That's the route page. You have to put your departure and arrival airports. So scratch pad, Alt S, KDFW, hit enter, left soft 1. We're going to KPDX, hit enter, right soft 1. Then I'm going to do Alt home, refresh with Alt R, and make sure the departure and arrival at the top of the route page. And it is. So I'll go to the bottom and do right soft 6. Execute available, Alt E. That's done. Now we'll do left soft 3 to request our route. I'll verify it. Okay, it shows our departure and our arrival on lines 2 and 3. So I'll do right soft 6 to select that route.
Adriana. Jordan more than little man sometimes LOL.
Now we're going to wait for it to upload. You'll hear it make a noise here in a minute. So we'll listen for that. There's a noise that's telling you that it's done. So now we'll refresh, go to the top. And on line 4 it should say load. So we hit left soft 4. That's going to start the loading of the
Christy
uplink
Holstein.
1.
LOL.
Route 1 uplink is loading. It says it at the bottom. Once it's done loading, you'll see that it go from saying that to descent forecast ready. Uplink ready. So now I'll do right soft 6 to activate. Alt E to execute is done. Now we're going to do Alt G to go to our leg page. I'm going to do right soft 6 twice. That's going to do the uplink for the weather. It's going to say execute available. I'll do Alt E. Done. Now we're going to do Alt V as in Victor. That goes to the climb pages. We want the third climb page. So I'm going to do Alt up arrow to go to the very bottom page. Page 3. Line 5, you're going to see where it says forecast on the right side. So it'll be right soft 5. Then you just hit left soft 6 to load it. And you're done with that. Now we'll do our departure. Alt A. When you're on that, you always want to do your runway first. Go back here and look at my flight plan. 36 right. Huda.
Lois Hughes. Some men are more babies than babies LOL, gotta love them growing heart. Christy Holstein. I tell ya, John can be a handful too at times. LMAO face with tears of joy, I'm kidding babe. Lois Hughes.
You're good.
LOL.
Because your old man takes care of you when you want them massages done.
Lois Hughes. No, you're right, he can LOL be toots. Ron Kalesser. Hey John. Like anything in life, after you I realize you're a busy person, John. Didn't want to bug you while you were showing us how to fly. Lois Hughes.
You're good, buddy.
Just kidding.
Maybe I like being your handful. All right, there's Huda. Okay, so there's that. Okay, there's no other transition other than the takeoff. The waypoint for when we take off, so I'm going to execute it. Alright, departure's done. I'll do left soft 6. That goes to departure and arrival page. I'll do right soft 2. That puts us to our arrival page. I'm going to go over here and get my arrival information. 28 left. Hood 5. 28 left, hood 5. So right soft 3 is 28 left. It's a ILS. Left
Ron
soft 2 is
Kolesser.
hood 5.
Glad you understand.
Absolutely, Ron. I do not mind. I love to help people as much as I can. I'm looking for Jotba, whatever that is. There's Java. Jotba, I guess it's Java. The B is silent, or the T. All right, we'll execute. And then we're going to do Alt-I. They go to per-finite. We're going to clear out the per-finite information with left soft 5.
Ron Kolesser.
Then we'll go to my...
Well, I have a big
scratch
mouth.
pad.
Smiles.
Nah, you're fine, buddy.
And I agree with you about helping when we can.
36,000. So I'm going to put in 36,000. Hit enter. Right soft 1. Cost index is 15. I'm going to type that in the scratch pad. Hit enter. Right soft
Christy
2.
Holstein.
And
Yeah,
then-
babe, you are my personal masseuse and you do always open car door for me, so I do love you. Blowing a kiss.
And then our reserve. I love you too, baby. 7.5 is default reserve. We'll use that. It's fine. Left soft 4. Left soft 3. Everything's done there. We'll do right soft 6 for our thrust page. So I'm going to get that information here. We're looking at 51% thrust for takeoff. So we'll put that in the scratch pad. Left soft 1. And then to 2. So let me go back up here. It's going to be right soft 3. That's done. Now we're on our takeoff page. It's going to be flaps 5. Type 5 in the scratch pad. Hit enter. Left soft 1. I'll look at the top here. Make sure it's in there. There it is. Go back over here and look at my speeds. 156, 157, and 164. So
Brandon Armstrong.
156,
I do the same exact thing, Christy.
157, and 164 on right soft 3.
Aircraft looks good.
.75 is going to be our trim. Now, after you do your takeoff information, you go to your leg page, make sure you have no route discontinuities or vectors on your waypoints. So while your first officer is doing stuff for
Christy
the pre-flight,
Holstein.
go
Aw,
and
that's
finish
so
your
sweet
leg
of you,
pages.
Brandon, to do that for Kelly.
That way you don't run into no problems on takeoff. So I'm going to go through the leg pages before I do anything else. There's 5 leg pages, so it won't take that long. Second page is good. Third page is good. Route discontinuity on line 2, so we'll do less off 3, less off 2. Execute.
Flow completed. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
2900A on
Flight
line
instruments.
2. Someone change that
Sit.
to
Parking brake.
2900.
On. Fuel control
Hit
switches.
enter.
Cut off. Pre-flight checklist completed.
Hit right soft 2. Execute. And there we go. And our altitude for landing in Portland is only 73 for the altitude. So I'm going back to our first page. Leg pages are done. Now, I think he's waiting on me, so I'm going to tab past the radio frequencies on first officer. It says MSG CLR. Alright, so I'll shift tab back to home, leave it on that button. That way it's kind of like a marker so I know where I'm at. Alright, so I know he's waiting on me. I got to close the doors. So I'm going to do Alt-U for main menu. Right soft 6 for FS actions. Left soft 3 for doors. Left soft 1 to close the doors. As soon as I hear it close, I'm going to hit left soft 2 to arm the doors. And then he'll start the next flow. Bam, left soft 2.
Initiating before start
Go
flow.
back to my leg page. And now he's going to do the before start flow and the before start checklist. Check this out. You can hear the APU fire up here in a minute. Watch. You're going to hear the APU come on in just a second. Right now you don't hear nothing, but you will. Alright, now here comes the APU. You can hear it whistling, and now it's just going to get louder. This is the outside view. Listen to them beautiful APUs firing up. There they are. Go back to the inside view. Just wanted you guys to be able to hear what the APU sounds like.
Flow completed. Before start checklist. Flight deck door.
Closed and
Okay,
locked.
doing our before start
Passenger signs.
checklist.
On.
MCP. Speed. 164. Heading. 354. Altitude.
Uh-oh, Brandon
Three,
got quiet
six, zero,
again,
zero,
guys.
zero.
Watch out, he's dipping
Sit.
out on us.
Takeoff speeds. V1 156.
We're gonna put him in the
VR
cargo
157. V2 164.
Checked.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Trim.
Set. Departure briefing. It will be a left seat takeoff
When
from
he's done with this,
Kilo
we'll get
Delta
our
Foxtrot
trim set.
Whiskey 2. Kilo Papa Delta X-ray. Taxi route is per ATC instructions. We'll be departing on runway 36 right. Climbing via the departure procedures to an initial altitude of 36,000 feet. Standard reject and emergency procedures apply. Any questions?
I'm good.
Completed.
Beacon lights.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Alright. Before start checklist is complete. So the first thing I'm going to do, before I do anything, I want to make sure that the airplane has nothing wrong with it. So to do that, we'll go back to our FMC here. I'm going to do Alt-U. I'm going to hit right soft 5 for setup. Left soft 1 for aircraft. Left soft 3 for failures. And at the top, it'll say active. And if there's anything active, it'll have a number by it. Right now it says active none. So that's telling me everything's good. So I'm going to do left soft 6. I'm going to do that twice to go back to the main menu. 3 times, sorry. And then I'm going to do Alt G to go back to the leg page. So I know that we are good. So let's do our trim. 4.75. Now you might have different buttons for your trim, so I'm not going to tell you what that is. So we're going to do right soft, Control T. That is not good. It's not, hold on. I know what the problem is. Okay, let me close TFM for a second. It's because I had the older version of TFM running, and it's still running, so I need to close that. Hold on. So I'll shut down TFM. I forgot to shut it down. Okay. So let's go ahead and open TFM up again. And now we can get our... Okay, here we go. So I'm on TFM. Choose aircraft. We're doing the 777 here, and then we'll go over to aircraft, up arrow, FMC, right arrow, left L, that's what we want. There we go, now we're back on where we started here. Okay, so I'm going to do right bracket, Control T. Elevator trim announcements are now on, and I'm looking for the trim to be 4.75. So I'm gonna, when you're adjusting that trim, don't hold the button down and just listen for the number to get there, because if you don't let off and check it every now and then, you'll go way too much trim. So I do a little bit and then I let off and check it with right bracket Shift T. Okay, so I'm gonna get my trim going here. I'm looking for 4.75. I'm going to let it go until it gets to about 2, a little bit over 2. 2.02, so right bracket, Shift T, 3.12. See what I mean? So we're looking for 4.75. So bring the trim. All right, we're at 4.22. 4.44, 4.52, 4.64, 4.71. So now you gotta be real careful here. See, 4.79. So I gotta go back the other way just a little bit. 4.75. Right on the money. It's hard to do that, guys. It really is. Okay. So now we got everything set up here. Adriana/girlfriend. She's going to be flying the airplane here in just a little bit. She just doesn't know it. So Adriana, get in the cockpit, girl. You're flying. Alright, so let's Alaska heavy ground. Make sure we got grounds here.
Nobody is listening on 119.8.
Hold on. Stupid thing. Alaska heavy ground.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
We're requesting to start engines at the gate.
Alaska 303 Heavy, start engines at your discretion. Contact ramp on 119.909 for tug if needed. Alaska 303 Heavy, cleared to Portland via the Hugh 2 departure. Ben has filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Departure on 118.1. Squawk 4133. Expect runway 36 right.
Alright, we already did that. We're not going to call that back to him. I sent a text. So we're good on that. I don't know why he called it again. So we got to start engines. Engine start button.
Starting
here,
engines.
First officer. Listen to this. This is outside view. This is that engine firing up. Let's go back inside. You'll hear it. How you feeling, baby? Here comes engine 2. Listen at that engine hum, guys. Lois, where'd you go? Girlfriend,
Christy
where'd you go?
Holstein.
Brandon, where'd you go?
I'm
Engine
fine,
two cut
just
out.
hurting a tad.
So, would you say that lasted for about 6 hours today? It seems like it did. Engine 2, 5670 pounds of thrust. Engine 1.
Christy
coming
Holstein.
online.
Yes, lasted 5 hours.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Do. Ron, you still with us, my friend? Alright, engine 1 is coming online, guys. We'll be busting up out of here before you know it. Ron, you still with us, buddy? Guys, I wanted to mention anybody that ever might want to support the channel, you know, because it takes more than what people might think. So if you ever want to do donations to the lounge, you can even
Ron
just
Kalesser.
let me
Engine 1
know,
started.
Still here, just
Engine 1 cut
listening.
out.
and I can give
I don't
you
want to
guys
interrupt the
All engines
professor,
stable.
lol.
to where you can, you know, make those donations, because I'll tell you, if people are able to donate, it does help. I'm not saying you got to. I'm not asking you to do it now. You don't have to. But at your own discretion, if you want
Before
to,
taxi flow.
it does help, and it does make a difference.
Clear on the right.
You know, but I do
Clear
it no
on the
matter
left.
what. I enjoy what I do.
Flow completed.
And you're good, Ron.
Before taxi checklist.
You're doing good,
Anti-eyes. Checked.
Christy
Recall.
Holstein.
Checked.
Feel free to jump
Auto
on in
brakes.
Ron and chat away.
Rejected takeoff.
Flight control test.
Alright, we're going to do the flight control test. Yoke to the left,
Full left.
back to center.
Neutral.
Taking my Honeycomb Alpha yoke here to the right,
Full right.
back to center,
Neutral.
straight back
Full back.
to the center,
Neutral.
forward,
Full forward.
back to center.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist completed.
And then before you jump to your runway, turn on attitude mode with right bracket, left bracket. Okay? Then go over to first officer and
Christy
pause it.
Holstein. Welcome to the Rubber Ducky Club.
So you'll shift tab up to the pause button. Pause first officer, and the reason you're doing that way when you jump to the runway, first officer doesn't think you're landing. And that does happen. Alright. Alaska Heavy requesting taxi.
Ron Kalesser. Then there's a difference between live and lessons. Many thanks.
Romeo, cross runway 36 left at your discretion. Contact tower when ready for departure.
KDFW. .36 right. Heading 354. All right. I'm gonna hit enter, and then after I hit enter, as soon as I hit enter to move the airplane to the runway, I'm gonna go over to first officer and unpause it. So here we go.
Approaching
Prepare for
runway
takeoff.
3.
Before
Tips.
takeoff, flow.
Right.
Alaska 303 Heavy, contact tower on 124.15, take care.
Ron Kalesser. There's a lot of knowledge behind these flight lectures, and I appreciate the work you do on behalf of BVI pilots, John.
I appreciate that, Ron. I really do. I put a lot of time in. That's why I tell people we've had a few donations,
Flow
and
completed.
it does help.
Before takeoff checklist.
But I do
Flaps.
it no matter what. I enjoy
Sit.
it.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
It is what it is. All right. I'm looking for 28 left. So what I do, I go to the runway tab on TFM, put in the airport code, then I'll tab, arrow down to the runway that we're going to be landing at, and I do Control D. That sets the destination. You need to do that for your ILS. All right. Alaska Heavy, runway 36 right, ready for takeoff.
Ron Kalesser. You have to find the time between real time and flight time. I used to try to walk that tightrope when I also had a guide dog. It wasn't easy. Smiles. Adriana. I'm here too, just behind.
You're good, girlfriend. Alaska Heavy, taking off runway 36 right. I gotta fix my subscription. I think it ran out. Stupid thing. So let's go back here.
Christy Holstein. I'm sitting here watching TV and watching here as well.
Alaska Heavy, runway 36 right, ready for takeoff. Parking brake is off. Passenger, get ready for takeoff.
Sorry, you can't talk to your intercom passengers in open sky.
Oh,
You'll
I
need
keep
to
forgetting.
upgrade to
Shut
premium
up,
for this
you
feature.
stupid thing. Like I said, everything costs. I gotta pay for my subscription. Daggone it. We still got ATC, but just a generic version of it. Alright, let's go. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are taking off from
Thrust that.
36 right here at
Check.
Dallas. Headed to Portland.
Speed alive.
Checked.
80 knots.
Checked.
We got some crosswind going on here, wind gusts going.
B1. Rotate.
Landing
Gear up.
going up.
Positive rate.
Flaps going to flaps 1. We'll keep it at flaps 1 until we get to 200 knots.
400 feet. Flaps 1.
Autopilot.
Currently at 190 knots, but it's going to go back down a little bit. But then it'll
Alaska
start
303
picking back
Heavy,
up.
radar contact.
See, we're at
Acceleration altitude.
188
0 feet.
knots.
Dallas Fort Worth altimeter 29.901.
189
Climb and maintain
knots.
10,000.
Okay. 204 knots. We'll go flaps up now. There we go. Flaps are up. Landing gear is up.
Flaps up.
We're on our
Alaska
way.
303 Heavy, contact Lone Star, approach on 118.55.
Alaska Heavy with you, climbing currently at 3,000, climbing the cruise altitude of flight level 360.
Alaska 303 Heavy Lone Star departure. Good evening, Dallas Fort Worth altimeter 29.901.
29.901.
Flow completed. After takeoff checklist. Landing gear.
And
Up.
here we go.
Flaps.
We're good.
Up. After takeoff
Flaps
checklist
are up.
completed.
Landing gear's up. Speed is good. Auto throttle is on. We are looking BEA beautiful. 238 knot. Going to stop the speed around 249 knots till we get over 10,000. And then the throttle will pick up more, we'll speed up more, and we'll climb a lot faster. You always got to stay at 250 knots or less when you're under 10,000 feet. Same thing when you come into land. As soon as you get under 10,000, you should be at least 240. That's a comfortable number to be at. Depending on the airline you fly for, some will penalize you, some don't care.
Alaska 303 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Climb and maintain flight level 260, Alaska Heavy. But being I'm using this version of saying attention, I got to pay attention because my co-pilot will not do anything for me. But I don't got time to mess with the subscription right now. I'll do that later. So it looks like I got the
Passing 10,000 feet.
communication as well. I don't know what happened to Brandon. He rode out on us. So Brandon, you done went and dipped out again, didn't you? Shame on you. So,
Ron Kolesser. Also, while under 250 you have no one yellowing about the nose as well. So don't wake anyone up.
that's
Smiles.
Right. That's right, buddy. Alright, so just in case.
Alaska 303 Heavy, contact Dallas approach on 118.425.
Alaska Heavy with you at flight level 11,000.
Alaska 303 Heavy, Dallas departure. Good evening, Argyle altimeter 29.904.
29.904.
Alaska 303 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Alaska Heavy, climb maintain flight level 360. Alright.
Transition altitude.
I'm
Check.
putting the link for anybody, if you know, if you're watching now, you're watching later, if you're watching this video a day later, go to the live chat. You will find the active link for our donations in the chat. If you want to donate, that's where it's at. If you don't want to donate, no hard feelings. But just reminding you that it does help us out. It does
Brandon
go toward
Armstrong.
all the time that we put
Hi
in,
folks, I'm back.
along with
Had to go
everything
grab a
else
quick
that we
shower.
have to manage to keep this channel going. So every dollar makes a big difference. We've not seen one for a while, which does suck, but we're here either way because I love what I do. So anyway, it's in the chat if you want it. There you go. Let me make sure that went in there correctly. Okay, yep, it did. So it is there.
Alaska 303 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Alaska Heavy, repeat last transmission.
Alaska 303 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360. Alaska Heavy, thanks. We're climbing out right now at 3,821 feet a minute. That's pretty good considering that we're already at 22,000 feet and this airplane is still putting out that much power. You're looking at 83% on the throttle,
Alaska 303 Heavy, contact Fort Worth Center on
36,000
127.0.
pounds of thrust. Alaska Heavy with you at flight level 220, climbing to flight level 360.
Alaska 303 Heavy, Fort Worth Center, good evening.
Alaska Heavy, good evening. Can we get the weather? I need the weather, please.
Alaska 303 Heavy, Portland International Airport weather information Oscar. Wind 330 at 6 gusting 16. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear, temperature 34, dew point 15, altimeter 29.904.
Guys, I forget where we was flying in one day, but you could hear it thundering. We was at 35,000 feet, and it was thundering and lightning.
Ron Kalesser. Even alts mean you are flying west, my new friend?
Let me see. Even out, ALT. That's for altitude.
Ron Kalesser. The old rule was that west even and east.alts.end.
I'm not sure about the ALT. I don't know about that, Ron. East, I can tell you, if they want you to go east, they just give you the heading number. So they would say 90, a heading of 090. That would put you at east. But yeah, I'm not sure. Another announcement for those that contribute to the lounge, you get your name put into the giveaways that we're doing.
Brandon Armstrong.
3 extra times.
Altitude
So
doesn't equate to direction. Ron.
your name goes in there 3 more times than what it might already be in when we do the drawing for the giveaway. So I just want to let people know that. So whatever you donate, it doesn't matter. You'll get your name in there 3 more extra times. All right. Someone was, I'm looking through my emails, guys. Someone was asking about the Honeycomb Alpha and the Honeycomb Bravo. And they was asking me to describe the difference.
Christy
between the
Holstein. Welcome
two.
back, Brandon.
I used to
Ron
have the
Palesser.
Honeycomb Bravo,
Thanks.
but I
You
no
can teach a
longer
old
have
dog a new trick. For altitude.
it, okay? So I used to have the Honeycomb Bravo, but now I don't. But I do use the Honeycomb Alpha as of right now, but once I'm more financially able to do it, I will have the other stuff as well, the Honeycomb Bravo and also the CDU that I want to get. But let me
Christy Holstein.
as far as
I'm
the
tuned in,
Honeycomb
folks, just doing
Alpha,
laundry and packing more things up.
I'll describe it to you. You have your yoke, which basically looks like a set of bicycle handles upside down. So on the right handle at the top where your thumb rests, you have 2 rocker switches that go from the left to the right. Above that, you have a push button that you can push in with your thumb. And that is, and then in between the rocker switches and the push button for your thumb, you've got another skinny button that sticks up as well. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons.
Brandon
altogether.
Armstrong.
2 rocker
Are you guys
switches,
moving soon or something, Christy?
and then 2 push buttons. On the left side, you've got 2 rocker switches that go up and down. You've got a little skinny button that sticks up just like the one on the right side, right above your rocker switches. And then you got a hat switch that you can move up, down, left, and right. And then behind on the back side of the left side of the yoke, where your hands rest, you've got another one of them little skinny buttons that stick out that you can use as well. If you go to the panel of the Honeycomb Alpha, which is behind the yoke, on the very right side, at the bottom right side, you've got a switch that looks like a key, and that turns 4 different directions. I don't use that, but for the small airplanes you can. On the left side of the Alpha, you've got 5 switches that flip up and down, just like a light switch. And those are for anything you want, really. You can have it for your autopilot, your landing lights, your taxi lights, your APU, whatever you want to use it for. Your fuel. And then above them 5, you've got 4 more switches that flip up and down that you can also program. Now, on the very back side of the Honeycomb Alpha, on the right side, bottom right, in the back, no, sorry, midway, about, it's more toward the top on the back right side, you've got a little button. It's right beside where you plug in your cord for your Alpha. So right to the right of that cord that plugs in is that little button. That button is used for a few things. One, you can push it 4 to 5 different times, and it makes the lights brighter or dimmer on the front of your Alpha. Another thing you can do, if you know how to do it, is you can hold that button in along with a couple others, and you can program the alpha so that it's, the trim is really good. Or, well, being able to turn it from the left to the right, back and forward, you can program it that way. So, I think I got a video on that somewhere on how to do that. But other than that, the Honeycomb Alpha can sit on the top of your, well, it always sits on top of your desk. And it's got this sticky pad that you can use, or you can use the brackets that slide into the bottom of the Alpha, and then the brackets clamp up to the bottom of your desktop. They've actually got brackets that you can get where you can put the Alpha down lower under the table, but up to the bottom of it, so that the yoke's actually further down, makes it more realistic. But I don't have it right now. I plan on, once I get the Honeycomb Bravo and the CDU, I plan on doing a full review using the Alpha, the Bravo, and the CDU that's got the buttons that actually, that they stick out so you can tell what buttons are what, and you can tell where they're at. And it works with TFM. You hit the left stop button on the CDU, it will activate the left stop button. I want it really bad, but financially, I wish I could get it. I wish I could get all that stuff, but I just can't right now. But one day I will, and I will share it with you guys the minute that I'm able to get that stuff. So, and that's the other thing. That's, somebody was asking in an email about 2 weeks ago, if I donate, where do the donations go? It goes towards all that stuff. It helps towards membership fees for the different programs that we use here. It helps towards equipment. It helps towards time that I've put in. Not that I gotta be paid, but it does help on all that stuff. So,
Brandon
so
Armstrong,
that way you know where it goes.
you just got your first donation. Restream.io. Trophy, congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Oh, we got a donation, folks. Let me go, let me check this out. Wow, I wasn't even paying attention. Thank you to Brandon for the donation. We appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. And again, the amount doesn't matter, but guys, it does help. It honestly helps. And I don't talk about donations very much because I don't want people to think that that's what this is all about, but it's because it's not. But it does help because there are things that I have to pay for, and there's times when it's rough to do it, but I do it. That's up to me to do it. That's why if someone wants to donate, we gladly say, hey, go ahead. But we're doing things to give back. So, you ever do? Like I said, right now your name's going in the drawing 3 extra times. So when we do our drawing September 1st, you've got a higher chance of winning a gift card, what I call good code mad cash. So thank you, Brandon. And we also make it known who donates. So Brandon Armstrong, we appreciate that. Do what, babe? All right. Playing with the doggies? Awesome.
Brandon Armstrong. Casey is doing the exact same thing with the church because they've got financial situation too.
Yeah, I mean, I hardly ever talk about donations, but just to give you guys
Christy
an idea,
Holstein.
you know, there's
I'm in the living room with the boys.
SIM brief that we pay for AirAct data. There's, you know, say intentions that we pay for. You know, so give you an idea of money-wise, you know, you got $20 here, $10 there, you know, and it adds up. And it's not about being to where it's the viewer's responsibility, because it is not. But when we get donations, we are so grateful for it, because it does help, and it tells us that, hey, you're doing something, and that and it means something, you know, to these guys when you do it. So, and even if you don't donate, it doesn't mean that,
Christy Holstein.
you know, we don't think that
Putting
you're as
unneeded
good as
stuff
someone
in
else
storage,
thinks you
Brandon,
are.
but hopefully getting our own place soon.
So, just note that. Yeah, we got something big we're gonna do with the channel as soon as that arrangement gets set up. It's a different style of things we're going to be doing outside of the flying part of it, but it's going to be amazing. Absolutely, I'm going to be so excited when we start doing it. So excited. And it's really, you know, half of it is me and Christy sharing what we do every day and how do we do it, what are some tips, and so on. I don't want to give too much away yet, because I want to make sure there's, you know, that things go the way that I'm wanting them to.
Brandon
And when they
Armstrong.
do, we'll start that new
I
part of
figured
the
it since I
videos.
was an admin I would donate a small amount and kick this off. Who knows, maybe it'll motivate others to follow.
Yeah, and I get it if people can't. I get it. But like I said, it helps out and we appreciate it. We're headed to Portland, girlfriend.
Christy Holstein. Thank you, Brandon. Brandon Armstrong. Not a problem, glad I could help in my own small way.
Hey, every dollar makes a difference, buddy. 2 hours and 28 minutes till we start our descent into Portland.
Alaska 303 Heavy, contact Fort Worth Center on 120.775.
Alaska Heavy with you at flight level 360.
Brandon Armstrong.
Alaska
I can't
303
wait
Heavy,
to
Fort
start
Worth Center,
doing
good
joint
evening.
flights again.
We'll get you there, Brandon. All in time, buddy. We will get you there.
Ron Kalesser. Hey Brandon, like yourself, I too can't wait to get back into the air as well. Brandon Armstrong. I honestly do miss doing my oceanic flights. Ron Kalesser. The only time I flew overseas in my DF7X and FSX and IYP was to my friend in Halifax CYHZ. Brandon Armstrong. I really wish we could have modified. It's your plane and made it better.
But we got something big coming up, don't we, Brandon? We got something special coming up as soon as, as soon as finances are a little more stable. We've got something big coming. People can laugh about it, joke about it, but it is what it is. But that's where I'll leave it.
Brandon Armstrong. Yes, we do. Stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Christy Holstein. Awesome. Christy Holstein. Maybe I can sneak out, ha ha ha.
Alaska, 303 Heavy, Fort Worth Center. Contact Albuquerque Center on 134.75.
Christy Holstein. Nope, I got caught.
Alright guys, I will be right back. I'm going to get my dinner. You don't know what I'm having. Be right back, y'all.
Brandon Armstrong. Of course folks, he's so addicted to orange chicken I'm going to have to enroll him in Orange Chicken Anonymous. Adriana. What are you having, lol? Christy Holstein. Yes, true. Adriana. OCA. Christy Holstein. Probably his orange chicken. Ron Kalesser. Can't wait for your huge surprise. I too wished that Bob would have let one of us pick up IYP off of him. Brandon Armstrong. That's exactly what he's having, orange chicken. Christy Holstein. And bingo, orange chicken. Ron Kalesser. Now I always thought chickens were brown.
Heavy.
Smiles.
Contact Albuquerque Center on 127.85.
Brandon Armstrong. I might have to put in a word to Walmart and have them stop carrying orange chicken, LOL. Ron Kalesser. I grew up on my grandmother's chicken farm when I was growing up.
Alaska, 303 Heavy, Fort Worth Center. Contact Albuquerque Center on 134.75.
Ron Kalesser. Well, it's now 11 p.m. here. Got to go to bed. But it has been a huge blast. Thanks to making me feel welcome. Ron KR3DOG aka the blind pilot. Christy Holstein. You are always welcome here anytime. Enjoyed chatting with you as well. Christy Holstein. Have a good night.
Alaska, 303 Heavy, Fort Worth Center. Contact Albuquerque Center on 134.75.
Brandon Armstrong. I'm going to duck out for a bit and charge my phone, but I'll try to be back before the landing if my phone finishes charging to full, but if not, I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow.
Guys, you know what that means. He ain't gonna be back tonight. But hey, do what you gotta do, bro. Hey, Ron, it's good, man. You're always welcome here if you're still around. If not, we'll see you next time, my friend. Keep the blue skies up, pal. Now I'm munching on my orange chicken. Don't mess with my chicken.
Brandon Armstrong. I think I'm going to put in a call to Walmart to have them stop carrying orange chicken LOL.
Alaska 303 Heavy, Fort Worth Center. Contact Albuquerque Center on 133.05.
Christy Holstein. LOL Brandon.
Alaska 303, heavy, Fort Worth Center. Contact Albuquerque Center on 127.85.
I'm just eating my food, guys. I'll be with you.
Alaska 303, heavy, Fort Worth Center. Contact Albuquerque Center on 127.85.
Alaska Heavy, contact. Alaska Heavy with you, flight level 360.
Alaska 303 heavy, Albuquerque Center, good evening. Alaska 303 Heavy, Albuquerque Center. Contact Denver Center on 128.375.
All right then. Alaska Heavy with you, flight level 360.
Alaska 303 Heavy, Denver Center, good evening.
Hour and 43 minutes. That fool only gave me 2 pieces of chicken in my stir fry. What do you think about that? By golly.
Christy Holstein. Putting phone 1 charge. Lois Hughes. Hey John or toots you all HWRE. Lois Hughes. Here.
Alright. Just checking things here real quick, folks. Let me take a look. An hour and 28 minutes till descent. We're doing our descent flow here. Okay.
Flow completed.
Everything looks good.
Descent checklist. Recall. Checked. Auto brakes. Set. Landing data. 140. Minimums.
That's right over,
200. Checked. Descent checklist completed.
We got over 690 nautical miles, over 700 miles till we start our descent. Now he's saying climb because we keep, every now and then we get traffic out in front of us, and it's just a lack of ATC. Alaska Heavy checking in.
Alaska 303 Heavy, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Do we got any thunderstorms out ahead of us?
Alaska 303 Heavy, no significant thunderstorms reported ahead. Weather is clear.
Alright guys, I will be back in just a few, so just hang out there.
Glide slope alive.
Alaska 303 Heavy, contact Denver Center on 124.5. Alaska 303 Heavy, contact Denver Center on 125.675. 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 Alaska 303 Heavy, contact Salt Lake Center on 119.905. Alaska 303 Heavy, contact Salt Lake Center on 135.775. Alaska 303 Heavy, contact Salt Lake Center on 119.905.